What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm getting ready to go to Pennsylvania for business, and I wanted to come in here really quick and do a video for Housewives of Potomac because I know I'll be traveling most of the day tomorrow, which is Monday, and I won't have time to give it to you guys in a timely fashion, and I want to really work on that. So here I am. It's Sunday, and I'm going to do my upload today, and I still don't have internet, which is why I didn't do live Tuesday. So after I do this video, I'm going to have to go somewhere and upload it because I still don't have internet. Like, it's crazy, you guys. But let's get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's talk about something that's really important. Let's talk about these Housewives of Potomac. Okay, first of all, season 3, I'm not sure what episode this is, but you guys already know it'll be in the link. And as well as the title. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and comment down below, as well as share this video. Okay, let's talk about it. First and foremost, of course, we pick up where we left off, where Charisse had threw the divorce word on the table right in front of Karen Huger. And Karen admitted it, but she quickly said that it was in the past and her and Ray have overcome it. And I thought it was a good save, especially considering she may or may not know how much she told Charisse when they was drinking in the room and Charisse was baiting her for information. I don't trust Charisse no farther than I can throw her. And Charisse was all surprised that she was saying it was in the past because she felt like that Karen was saying that it had happened recently. And I'm just like, Charisse, why? You know, I just don't understand. It's one thing to bring up people's business and put it out there, but when they tell you something, then you question it and, you know, flip it over and look underneath it and walk around all the sides like you judge and jury. Like, what about your divorce? Because when Candiace asked you at the cryotherapy place about what was going on with you and your relationship and you getting a divorce, you breezed right past it and went right to Ashley. But you want to hold Karen's feet to the fire about details? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You give, you get. Okay? You ain't giving, you ain't getting. That's how I operate. I wouldn't have told her Jack Daniels. Of course, Karen makes herself look like an idiot when they all leave dinner and go back to the room to chill out. It's their last night there. And she takes Gizelle in the room and started whispering with Gizelle like she not mic'd up. You know, like he had just asked her for a divorce because of the whole tax situation to protect her. Now you double talking. Now you stepping, you know what I'm saying? You could have just left it where it was. You trying to clear up for Gizelle is the same. It wouldn't have been no different than you trying to clear up for the whole table, because Gizelle gonna tell everybody. Like, it's ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense. Karen, to me, I just don't understand why you think you a better liar than what you are. You're a terrible liar, and everybody knows it. Although Karen did take that whole wig interpretation, that wig impersonation that Ashley did when Robin got some nerve rambling through everybody's shit, rambling through Karen's shit to get a wig out to play a joke on Karen. Like, it was an odd situation, and Charisse helping and Ashley, but it went over well. It was a good joke, and later on the ladies, with the exception of Gizelle and Karen, go and get in the hot tub where they smoking cigars. And if anybody has ever smoked cigar, I have smoked cigars before. I dated a guy who loved cigars. I've smoked cigars before, and if you make a mistake and inhale a cigar, that cigar smoke, you will be sick. If you don't throw up, you're doing good, but trust me, you're going to be so sick to your stomach that you're going to wish you had thrown up. Like, it is a horrible feeling. Throwing up is a horrible feeling. I mean, that cigar in your stomach is a horrible feeling. So I believe that Monique threw up for that reason. However, later on, when they get back from Nema Colon and Ashley is talking to Michael, she makes it seem like Monique drank a whole bottle of wine and then went and threw up in the woods. I mean, in the bushes. Like, Ashley be in everybody's business but her own. And we're going to go lady by lady. We're not going to go scene by scene. So while we on Ashley, let's talk about the fact that, one, she's a horrible dresser. She's a horrible dresser. She's got a weird little style that is just, it's just not my favorite. If her clothes don't look cheap, they just look kind of ruddy, kind of old-fashioned-y. That little two-layered, tiered, what do you call that, pleated dress that she wore to her mama's house. I was just like, girl, where you get these clothes from? I don't understand it. But anyway, that whole conversation she had with her mom was so frustrating to me. Like, her mom is so delusional, and she is definitely trying to distract from the situation, definitely trying to keep Ashley guessing. Now, you want us to have a whole conversation where you cussing and crying and fussing at Ashley about her husband, but you don't want to talk about the low-down dirty nigga that's living in the house with you? Huh? That's dragging you down, that's forcing you to have to move from that house. The reason why you mad about Michael not calling you back is because you trying to ask Michael for something and you frustrated because Michael has decided he'd rather not take no phone calls than you than to have to hear you beg and plead about paying him money back that he know you not gonna pay. This is what I'm saying, Ashley. Now, you'll go toe-to-toe with Karen Huger about her business. But your mama, you won't say enough. Enough, mommy. Enough. Okay? Enough. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Later on, Ashley, you know, is at dinner with the girls. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be our next group conversation. But let's go with the girls one by one. Everybody's back. Of course, Monique is at home and she's doing her disclaimers. You know, Monique really does like to act like she's a little bit better than everybody else. So anytime she's at home and she's recapping for her family about what went on, she's always a superhero or she's always the victim. In this case, she's the victim. Okay, and so she is telling her family how Ashley insinuated that she was drunk. And the thing about it is, Robin had a problem with the fact that she didn't say anything when they was in the hot tub. But again, it's y'all last night. Y'all just finished arguing. She want to enjoy her last night without having to go toe-to-toe and word for word with somebody. So I can understand why she ain't say a word to anybody in the hot tub. But after she had got home, she took that ride back home, all of that, talking with her husband, she had been thinking about it. And she wanted to mention it. I thought she handled it quite well, actually. And I thought she held her own with Ashley when she talked to Ashley about it. But like I said, she told her family what was going on and let, you know, Chris know what was being said about her. And of course, he thought that was absurd. He didn't seem like he blinked about the situation. And I said the same thing she said. If she had really been drinking, she would have parked that car. She would have parked that car and not said a word if she was drunk like that. That's what I think. But I digress. Karen's back home and she is trying to, you know, get this whole house of beauty together. She's going to start with the fragrance. And Gizelle is so shady. I don't care what anybody says. She always has some shade for it. She always kind of looks down on them. So, you know, and then she acts indignant. Her and Robin both do it. They buck their eyes and, what did I say? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I didn't mean anything about it. You know you trying to be shady. But Karen's trying to do this whole perfume thing, and she goes to see Alex. Now, I don't think Alex is her assistant. I think Alex is one of the producers on the show, because I don't see how anybody who has a viable career, a viable job, why he would be following around behind Karen Huger. You know, and they just friends. I don't get it, but okay. So she's trying to do this perfume thing, and she's gonna throw sort of like a you know, like a smelling party to get, you know, it's in the discovery phase. So this is kind of like, what do you call it when people test things out? They do like a test study with random people, but except it's going to be with her friends. And that's at the end. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about Gizelle. Gizelle is, of course, in her own world. She was checking her teeth in the mirror when Charisse dropped the divorce word, and she was like, what? Gizelle is all about Gizelle. She is trying to embody this character that's supposed to be in this book that she's having ghost written, and she finally comes clean with Robin on FaceTime about the fact that Sherman has not called her back. She still has not really talked about it, really like gone into details about it necessarily. So we still keeping our eye on that. Let's see. Karen, Ashley's mom, she goes to see her mom, and like I said, her mom is delusional. Candiace, on the other hand, has a little lunch with Chris, and she talks to Chris about the whole Monique drinking thing. She doesn't think Monique was drunk at all. And she goes to the venue that she's thinking about having her wedding at, and she's talking to her mom. And, you know, whatever she likes, her mom is, like, correcting her. It's not necessarily that her mom wants it that way. She does, but she's also correcting her. Well, if you have square tables, then how will everyone be able to talk? You know, if she wants to have square tables and nobody gets to converse, that's just what it is. But her mom is putting all of the money up with the exception of $20,000. Well, she wants even more money, but she doesn't want to go ask her dad. Now, she want to hold her mama feet to the fire, because she feel like her mama always bringing up how no good her daddy was, and she don't appreciate that, because she feels like low-key she telling her that her marriage not gonna work either. Like, her man gonna cheat on her too. Like, Chris gonna cheat on you like your daddy cheated on me. And I don't think that's what her mama's saying at all. And I also think that she's being manipulative to her mother. And, you know, mama owns a psychiatric practice. She ought to see all of this coming, in my opinion. And I think that she does. Robin always act like she is so confused, and that confusion is just under the guise of keeping shit going. Robin is a major instigator. So let's move to this scent get together that Karen has. And you know, she has the lady there. The lady's going to put the scents out. That guy, the guy who was at the press party, he's also a marketing person, and he's also supposed to be Karen's assistant, and he is at this function. And so all the ladies, she puts dinner out. It was very nice. Looks like a very nice table she put together, and a little nosh and all that. The ladies came. They get to smell their scents. They don't take it serious. You know, Gizelle and Robin are always shading, you know. I don't know why she always lets them sit together, but and Ashley is none the wiser at the fact that Monique is not talking to her, and Monique is icing her out. Now, Robin, who is always looking for a bone to carry, she points it out right away to Gizelle. And, of course, when Ashley gets up and goes to the bathroom with Candiace, whose titties keep popping out of this open, wide jacket, it's like, oh, I was like, that's funny. Yeah, anyway. And so Gizelle brings it up. Is that you okay? Is something wrong? Like, you really care about her feelings. You don't. You don't care about anybody but yourself, Gizelle. And Monique was like, oh, yeah, I'm cool. I'm fine. It's just that I'm going to talk to Ashley when I get a second. And Charisse jumps in because she knows how important it is to keep shit going and to keep it out and open in front of the camera. She jumps in and tells the girls that she doesn't think that Monique has a problem with them per se, but she has a problem with the fact that Ashley tried to drag her name by insinuating that she was drunk the day she had the accident. And so, of course, Monique kind of jumped in and tried to clear it up and all of that. Meanwhile, Ashley has gone to the bathroom. When she comes back, she got her bill. She is unbothered. She hasn't even noticed that Monique is not speaking to her. Like, she hasn't even paid that any attention at all. And, of course, Gizelle was like, oh, no. You want everybody to talk and hash it out. We finna talk about this right now. Against Monique's wishes. And she was like, yeah, so Ashley, Monique mad at you because she thought she was insinuating that she was drunk. And they went back and forth. And again, Monique held her own. She had some very valid points. You act like I was drunk as a coup de brown. Like, we was on a 10-minute bus ride. We was on the bus ride for an hour or so. You act like I wasn't smoking a cigar. I mean, you know, just act like I wasn't on vacation. Like, she was went toe-to-toe with Ashley, which is something that I liked. I didn't like the fact that Robin was instigating from the sideline. They end up getting put out of there. When they get put out, they go outside, and she is talking to Sharice. And Ashley walk up, and Ashley is so defensive. You know what you said was wrong, which is why you was backpedaling when y'all was in Nemacola. But then Robin come up and you keep it going. It's just because you don't like Monique, and how aggressive she was with Monique and how aggressive she got with Monique was so unnecessary. And it just leads me to believe that Robin is exactly who I think she is. Not only is she boring, but she a bullet. She a little bit of a strong arm. And if I'm not mistaken, she might be lesbian. She definitely liked the girl. She definitely liked the girl. She had a ball at that hot tub, looking at all the titties and ass. Like, she was really feeling good about it. And when she barked up at Monique, I was like, Robin, I see you for your works. I see you for your works. It's not cute. It's not cool. You looking for an opportunity to take Monique down in one shape, form, or fashion, and you use this opportunity. I think Monique was well within her rights to call Ashley to task on that, okay? And whether she was drunk or not, it's not even important in that sense, in that you're not finna drag me like that. You guys tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. It wasn't a lot, but it was still a lot. You know what I mean? Some of the conversations that was had was good. That whole divorce conversation, what the hell? What the hell? Karen, that's a terrible... And you know you mic'd up, girl. That's why it made me feel like, I promise you, like it's all a setup. You know you mic'd up. Why would you go in there? First of all, why would you tell Gizelle? But then why would you go in the bathroom and you know you mic'd up? You know you can't... That was wrong what Robin did. You guys tell me. What do you think? Put it down below. I'd like to know. That is the Real Housewives of Potomac. You guys, thank you so much. Until next time, honeybees. And mwah, mwah, mwah.